Hey world, how y'all doing today? It's Joanna, Nicole, modern day Hayoka. Today I want to talk on just really touching base with what's going on in my life. Um, the way that relationships have changed over time and they continue to get worse, but people fight even harder to hold on. Seems the worse the relationship is, the harder it is to let go. Loving them so much, once upon a time being in a state of bliss and complete knowing that that was your forever. Um, Having to be with them every waking moment, always showing them that you love them in every way that you could possibly conceive. But you see, what people don't seem to see or realize is that love, I know you've heard it compared to a flower so many times, that a flower needs sunlight and room to grow. And if you're constantly feeding energy into this flower, then you will literally overwhelm it and it will die anyway because you gave it too much attention, giving it too much energy, and it being its demise. So when you start off in a relationship that is blissful and perfect in every conceivable way that you could perceive a relationship to be, we're in today's world so starved for love, for affection, for attention of our own. You know, that we're the one that somebody just sees as the greatest, or we're their world. Their everything is what people want to be. I don't want to be somebody's everything. Um, because I know that everything is everything, and I'm already everything. So if I'm trying to be somebody else's everything, then that's trying to make me be. And now y'all might not understand that. That maybe probably went over some heads, but it makes perfect sense to me. um, anyway, it's putting a lot on them. They say that they just love them so much they just have to do it. They have to show them how much they love them. But in reality, if you were showing them how much you truly love them, if you truly love them, then you wouldn't be looking at it from your viewpoint, because love is never self-seeking. So you wouldn't be sitting there constantly thinking, oh, I got to be next to them. I got to be with them. I have to do this to show them. I have to do this so they know. I have to do this so they know how much I love them. I have to show them they're my everything. I have to do this. That is your ego manipulating and deceiving you into destroying the love that you've been blessed with by the good things in the world, in the universe, not the world. Um, we are the good thing in the world. Life, love. I mean, the earth is a good thing too, but everything has to be fed. Everything is a spirit. Mother of Earth, we know that. Everybody says it, but do you appreciate her? Do you give her anything? Do you make sure that she's alive and living and well? Or do you just see what she can get from you can get from her? Um, and if you are giving to her, are you giving to her to get from her? Or are you giving to her to feed her, to make sure that she's okay? Or are you just making sure that you're good? Because at the end of the day, agape, which most people doesn't know what that is, and it surprised me actually, because I thought that was something that was common sense, common knowledge, but what common sense and common knowledge is to majority is not what it is to me, because they think that common knowledge is knowing something about the Green Bay Packers or some stuff like that. And I don't know nothing about no Green Bay Packers. I think the Green Bay Packers is a football team, but other than that, I'm not even sure if that's right, to be honest, because I don't consume myself. I don't put my attention on things of this world. I'm not of here, and neither are most of you. And I know this in truth, and because I seek truth, I am a being that does everything I can to be truthful in everything that I do and be fair and loving in every action and even thought that I take. I get on to myself in a loving way when I have a bad thought about somebody because they get on my nerves or because they doing something stupid. I shouldn't even. I've been working on that. Not saying stupid, because stupid is a hate word. So that itself has an energy of hate. So that is energy that I'm putting out to get back. And I keep slipping up and doing it because the mind is a creature of habit. See, nobody is perfect, but you are the perfect you. That doesn't mean that you're not going to do things that others perceive as right or wrong, because right or wrong, after all, is a conception of the man's mind. And by man, I mean the entirety of human race. I can't call us mankind or humankind because y'all ain't kind. Y'all don't even know what that mess is. And it's not mess. Y'all don't even know what kind of mess is. Some of you know a little bit about it, but most of you think you're being kind, and really you're just um being numb or not a complete ass. They think that literally not being downgrading or forceful or aggressive or abrasive in their words and their actions, that's being kind. And it's not. Being kind is taking the time and the patience to put in an act that can only be something that has a result of joy, of happiness, of feeling accepted, of appreciation. If gratitude is the only option as a consequence of the action you're taking, then chances are it's probably an act of kindness. And I'm not even sure that some of y'all can even conceive or comprehend that notion or idea. And it saddens me knowing what I know, having the understanding I do. It's actuality is amazing. Everything is tied together. I mean, everything is everything, and every second is every second. Always. In a second. In an eternity. All of it is all of it. And I'll touch more on that later, but I'll get back to the relationship thing. I can't stop. I gotta show y'all one thing. See, I have always known that I possess a special gift of understanding, of acceptance, of love, because love is always understanding. I have been through years and years, a whole life of abuse and rejection, and if you can think of it, um, I probably have experienced it in some way or fashion. Uh, but I've still always understood. I may have got upset for a moment, but I always pulled myself back in and looked through the eyes of love. I never stopped being a loving being. Never. I couldn't. It's who I am and everything that I am. And in times when I was starting to believe the voice of my ego, that is created through experiences and words of others, that I was just crazy and nobody was ever going to understand what I had to say. That I wasn't an understanding spirit, that I was simply a misunderstood spirit. And a friend of mine, I'm not going to say his name, gave me this. Didn't even really mean to. I guess I gotta get kind of close. Oh, it's not bright enough. I guess I'll have to show y'all better. Y'all can zoom in, okay? If you really want to see it. Oh, look at that thing on my chin. Uh, our temples are, made to do things, and that's one of them, I guess. It is a peach cameo, an authentic cameo. She has kind of a big nose and a pointy chin, just like I do. And there is a ponytail with a question mark at the end of it. And before I even really knew anything, I've always just, I thought it was, I called it the mentally or what have you, that this is like the spirit of understanding or the angel of understanding or, you know, something of that sort. So I just thought it was really cool. I just wanted to share that with y'all. But back to the relationship thing. Um, I have recently started or met someone that, wow, um, has made me love me more. Made me see artistry of me and others that I didn't see before because finally feeling accepted and then having someone do things that I've never had anyone do. It's always been Jana taking care of Jana, and I haven't never been very good at it. And that's just being authentically honest. Uh, you know, nobody ever took the time to show me how to care in this experience for myself. How I learned, you know, proper bathing habits was being ridiculed in the vehicle at 12 years old by my sisters because I apparently made a joke about something and it was the improper way to self care. Me not having a clue because I never been taught. And the mind is it's a thing that needs to be taught. My spirit knows other things and how to tend for my temple. I mean, I'm sure it knows, but is it important to it as long as it's being taken care of? Because it knows as long as we don't perceive a notion of it, then it can't exist or bother us. Because in reality, if you don't have any doubt or fear inside of you for something or of something, and you know your true essence and that you are the one that controls what happens to your energy in any and every way, and your energy is inclusive with your temple. Um, I just thought, I don't even know if I used that word right. Like I said, I have multiple personalities, and I'm been healing, and I'm really becoming whole again. And sometimes the way that my words flow is unfamiliar with the way that I speak now because I used to speak quite a bit differently until people would get upset with me and they didn't know what I was saying all the time. So I had to use, you know, and I would disassociate. And every time I disassociated, my vocabulary would get, you know, further down. And I don't even know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's the truth. And it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. And it ain't a lie, and it is the truth. And if you don't understand, I don't know. Call me and ask me a question, and I will do everything I can to help you understand. And I'm pretty good at doing that. So, I mean, I taught someone who they call mentally retarded in math how to do algebra and geometry. So, it was just in a night, a couple days at least. I don't really remember exactly, but I know it was no more than 72 hours. And my sister's here. I hope she doesn't start hooping and hollering and ruin my video because I really don't want to redo it because I'm really happy with what I've done so far because I'm just being me. And I feel like if I've expressed it when I'm in this mindset, then it was something that needed to be shared with the world. Um, y'all can judge me if you want. I don't even believe in judgment, so it is what it is. It was created a form of deceit and manipulation. Everything here is to make you forget who you are and make you forget what love really is. But there is someone out there who awakens you to that, and y'all together can awaken others to that. So now I'm gonna do. I've already shared it on Facebook before, so some of you that are now subscribed have probably already heard it in its original format, and I have tweaked it a little bit, being that I am becoming one voice, mind, body, and soul, spirit, and things are changing. So it's called House of Pain. It's not a rap. It's just a writing. Today, love, loyalty, and truth are merely tattoos and words on shirts and decor. Good sex means love, truth, and loyalty. Only truth is dead when exposed. Fighting to fight to hold on to someone that you fight with when you go home. This world is cold and cruel, so home cannot be the same. It's supposed to be your escape to recover and heal the damage from the world. If it's a battlefield, y'all doing it wrong. So eager to have what we perceive a relationship to be. Attachment paired with instant gratification is being implanted in love's place. When love is always patient and kind, and patience is a virtue that most deny. So how y'all adding love up is a mystery to a true being of love. If y'all trying, somebody's lying. While what's meant to heal and feed your soul is slowly killing you both. While y'all make every excuse to defend its worth, knowing that it couldn't possibly be home. Still refusing to let go, just a matter of time until self-induced pain reveals the truth of the fight. You see, love introduces a new state of being, feeding the entirety of all involves very beings. If you choose to refuse the truth, continuing to fight, when you say you're home, you're in truth telling the creators You know better than them on who should be you. When they designed the perfect completion of you when they created y'all. People fight with all their might to live in a house of pain instead of revive. When you're meant to find the one who is your oasis in the deceiver's world, the only bond so pure in love it can't be penetrated from any angle. Awakening magic and healing only hope and faith had previously shown any glimpse of. True love's beauty and strength has been hidden from view for so long. If y'all can't heal and grow, becoming the best versions of self, then pain and misunderstanding is all that can be gained. Only becoming the source of a lesson needing to be learned. The tighter and longer you hold on, the more pain and suffering y'all will endure. A relationship of divine design will be epically impactful to the individuals, making a whole, opening up possibilities unknown, awakening the individual potential, unleashing the best version of self, having an unstoppable effect on the world as a whole by showing all witnessing souls pure, unconditional love's true power. Finally awakening others to what they should be seeking, now refusing anything less. When you find your other half of your soul, I've never heard another say this. I'm pretty sure this is a Jana thing, but your soul is a source, is your original heart, your source of unconditional love. Your soul is the heart of the spirit. The spirit is the one that holds all the wisdom of things to be known, the truths and mysteries of the universe, and one another, behavior, the mysteries of the artistry that is the universal one. Because in truth, we are all one spiritual being, broken down into cells in the most correct way to put it. Um, it's like a little ball of its own energy. Um, Quantum physics probably explains it better. Figure cells would be easier for the majority. I'm not trying to be rude or funny or downgrading or downputting. I'm simply saying I know that quantum physics is quantum physics, and not everybody knows about physics and things. And I'm not saying I know everything there is to be known. Um, I've taken some IQ tests. I have a high IQ from what they say. But at the end of the day, I am operating with a human mind that has been through 33 years of pain that I'm not even sure I could ever explain or express to others what it is that I experienced every day. Dogs, really? Life. Keep me going, man. You're my little friend. Worthy soul. Everyone is a soul. She's probably happy that I'm finally fulfilling my purpose. Because the animals, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Y'all ready for this? The animals are the ones that smart. animals are the wise ones. The animals are the ones that be knowing everything. Okay, and we wasn't supposed to eat them. We wasn't even supposed to consume anything. We were given everything that we needed the moment that we were created. Uh, but deception made us believe otherwise. We'll get on that later too. Back to relationships. I'm all over the place. I don't know this. I don't know if I explained that about me. And yeah, beautiful chaos. It's got it on my arm. It's really not even the greatest stat. I might get it fixed one day, but I don't know if my sleeve will go up like that. It's the sweater my friend gave me. I've had more before. It's beautiful chaos. And I got that years ago. At least five. My mind was complete chaos, but I knew it was still beautiful in there. And I couldn't explain like I can now because I didn't comprehend. I just knew what I knew. And now I see the artistry of everything I've been through, all the pain. Most of it has became lessons that I've gained, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Um, that's how you win. That's how you overcome. That's how you remain undefeated in the deceiver's world. Is when you refuse to give in to the ego or the temptation, your selfish inner needs are sacrificed instead of satisfied, then you start to learn that you already knew so much more than you were ever allowed to conceive an ability to speak or act upon. In truth, if it's thought, you've been bought. If you heard it, somebody probably wrote it. And they don't know. Really? You know what I'm doing. You know that I know you know what I'm doing. So stop it. Why are you messing with my video? That's rude. Can you just see you want to be on the video? Alright, this is Kiwi. Kiwi, say hi. Kiwi. Look, I'm doing my video for my purpose. Look. Say hi. Say hi, guys. Say hi. Hi, world. Oh, she playing. Whiskey. Kiwi. Y'all quit that, man. I'm playing. I'm doing my thing. I did not throw him. She jumped. Just so y'all know. I would never hurt anything or anyone. Okay, I've killed flies and some bugs. But I don't even know if I can do that anymore. The more aware I become, the more aware. This is not what we believe. None of it is. Now, I'm going to go through the process with y'all. Okay? Nobody's perfect, and I know this. And I am a soul on a journey to fulfill a divine purpose that I know my purpose, but I still am entrapped in the temple that has been wired and hypnotized through programs of deceit all around me since birth. Everything is designed to distract and destroy. Why do you think most of us are depressed? It's because we have purposes to fulfill and we can't even remember what they are. We don't know what it is that we're missing because we can't remember what it is that we actually are or who we actually are. If it is a thought, it is not you. So that is me why people are having so much trouble in their relationships. Not just